A few months back I took this tree and I cut down all of the branches that were sticking out. This is a neighbor's fence, this is our fence. And I didn't know what it was because there are no leaves or flowers. I still don't know what it is. And then, here's Callie, cut off all of the leaves and the branches there and just had these long sticks and let it dry out. So then I thought, what can I do with these? First I thought I would make a teepee type of thing, and then I thought, oh, I'm going to use some of this wood here and make like a trellis. So I cut pieces to put them across here. I'll show you what I made that's finished and reinforced it. Let's go out to the garden here. So I needed some trellises for some of my vining plants, and I have some wire trellises I got from Aldi for about $8. That's 2 metal trellises there. Trying to grow some red noodle beans. And then I made this. So it's out of some wood from a tree that we had in the front, and cut all the branches off, let it dry out, and it seemed nice and solid. And so I just cut the smaller pieces and screwed them in, and did first like a step ladder type of thing going across, and it was still kind of flimsy. So then I screwed in 2 wood to wood a cross beam, and then in order to put it into the garden so it would stand, I put in a T-post, leaned up the T-post against it, and used some of this plastic ties, and then you can see the screws are directly into the wood, so it's a nice hard wood. And then I was going to put another trellis across, but I found this metal bar that somebody was throwing out. And I thought, oh, that would be a good bar to go across. So as you can see, there's another T-post and another ladder shape, and I actually screwed into the wood that's already in the raised bed another side bar to give it some stability. And then in order to keep that up there, I screwed in a hole in the into the metal bar, and also used some plastic tie, because that plastic tie will come out. And then I hung string from the top to try to get some of the vines to grow up. It's not really doing that because the fruit is the squash and stuff are already vining down there. And there's another just regular trellis in here. So anyway, this is how I made my just random wood pieces, hi Callie, trellis out here. And I'll probably use it for beans next time. I got another small little trellis here and 2 pieces of wood. I'm just going to use string. I took another piece of wood. This wood is much more brittle, this branch, because it'll break apart really easy. But I have some sugar snap peas that are, wow, this is nice, growing. And it is getting hotter, so usually the peas don't match. Look how perfectly nice and plump this is. Sweet too. So string going down there to be a trellis, and then I have more T-posts going down for the tomato plants, which are now getting a little bit tall. That's actually grown like in the last couple days, because my tomatoes didn't seem like they were growing. So I think what I'm going to get is some other type of sticks, trees, wood branches, whatever I can find. We have some tree areas here. I don't know what type of wood though some of it is. We have lots of branches that came off, but they're not real straight. Like these pieces of wood branches were nice and straight. So you see my 2 trellises. Those are my homemade trellises. They look pretty cool. They look nice in the garden. That would be my suggestion for what to do with a tree. Like that particular tree, I was going to cut it down, but in the winter it's like no leaves, of course, but the branches don't seem thick enough and hard enough. How I made my homemade trellis from tree branches.